guys, I'm Katie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my very first YouTube video ever, and this has been something that has been in the making for a very long time. It's just crazy that I'm even sitting here in front of this camera and finally doing it. So for my first video, I thought that I would do like a chit chat, everyday makeup routine. Just a little disclaimer, I don't do this makeup every single day. I am a registered nurse and I do night shifts, so I really don't ever wear makeup. I only really do this if I'm gonna go out somewhere. Might make a video maybe on like my glam get ready with me if I'm going out to like a party or something, but this is basically it. This is basically what I do every single day of my life, that I wear makeup. So yeah, I'll chit chat with you guys about my first year of nursing so far and a little bit of some other things about me so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. And yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, got my iced coffee. Yep, we're good to go. So the first thing that I normally do is I apply some kind of like luminous base, just because my skin is usually dry, normal, sort of. It's never usually oily. So I'll take this MAC Strobe Cream in Pink Light. I'll just apply that. Actually, you know what? Let me put my hair back 1 second. So yeah, I just take a little bit of this and I put it all over my face, just with my fingers. So as I said in the intro, I'm Katie. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm 22 years old. I'm turning 23 next month. I'm a December baby. I live just outside of Toronto, Ontario. Like, it probably takes me about 35-40 minutes to get to like downtown Toronto. I am a registered nurse as well. And I've been a registered nurse for just over a year now. And let me tell you, it has been a journey. And I say that because like most of the nurses that I graduated with, a lot of them kind of went straight into working in the hospital, and they've been doing that for like a year now, and that's it. But not me. When I graduated, I did start out at a hospital on a cardiology unit, and I started out on this unit basically because I did my last placement in university on this floor, and they basically just like hired me on after. I'm gonna be 100% real with you guys. I had such bad anxiety with this job that I literally had to quit my job. My anxiety was so bad before my shifts that I remember it being like 3:30 in the morning one night, and I was legit like crying, hyperventilating, having like a full-blown panic attack on the bathroom floor. Like, thank God my boyfriend was there, but like I just remember just having a panic attack about the fact that I had to be at work in a couple hours. And it was at that moment when I said to myself, I was like, you know what? This is it. Like, no job on this planet is worth the expense of my mental health. You know what I mean? Like, if it is that bad that I am that symptomatic of my anxiety, something has to change, you know? So I'm just gonna use this Maybelline Dream Urban Cover full coverage foundation in the shade 120 Classic Ivory. And so I quit. I up and quit my job, and I had no plan, no nothing. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I thought, you know, maybe I should go back to school, like nursing's not for me. And so I took a little bit of time to like figure out kind of what I should do next. I didn't really want to go back to school because I felt like there's no way that I spent 4 years of my life in university to not enjoy my job. I was like, I need to give this a thorough shot. So I was like, what do I want to do with my life? And I always was fascinated in the Botox and filler industry, like the medical aesthetics of nursing. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. So okay, let me apply this first because I literally will talk forever. I feel like I may have applied too much, but that's okay. That's what a beauty blender's for. It's not actually a beauty blender, like it's not like the legit thing. I just get a pack of them off Amazon for super cheap because it's just a sponge. Like, I don't understand people who are spending like $30 on a sponge, but I mean, then again, I haven't tried the beauty blender, so yeah, I basically started applying to medical spas in Toronto, just trying to get anything that I could get to get my foot in the door in that industry, because I didn't have the money to go and get my certificate at the time. So I was like, you know what, maybe I can get a job doing something else in the industry until I can afford to get my certificate. So I found a spa in downtown Toronto, and when I was hired, I made a deal with the manager that I would work as a clinic coordinator until I got my Botox and filler certificate, and then once I got that I would start working there, injecting. A little naive me did not sign anything. There was no contract stating that I was gonna become an injector eventually. Like, nothing was in writing basically about this agreement. The whole thing was just an absolute mess because I spent a long time there. Like, I spent 8 months at this clinic. I was working as a clinic coordinator, basically running the clinic, ordering things, doing literally anything and everything to make sure that that clinic was running. So 3 months after I started, I got my Botox and filler certificate, and I went nowhere in the company. Like, I was so upset. Like, I found out through a nurse that worked there that her plan was not to ever move me from my position, because I guess, like, not to toot my own horn, but I did a good job in what I was doing, and she didn't want me to become an injector because she didn't want to have to train somebody else to take over my position. So anyways, I found out that her plan was never to help me become an injector. It was to keep me interested. Got all this training, and her plan, I found out, was never to move me up. And I thank that nurse who told me about it so much, because if she hadn't have told me, I probably would have been there for even longer and wasted so much more of my time. You know, I didn't waste my time. I don't want to say I wasted my time, because at the end of the day, I learned so incredibly much, and I could have taken it to another clinic, applied somewhere else, but I was kind of so devastated, and I just wanted to get out of the industry. That's a whole nother video. I want to make another video on the industry, because it's really not what people think. It's a very, very hard industry, because there is so much money that can be made in this industry. There's a lot of clinics out there that will do things that they should not be doing. So I really want to make a whole video on that. I want to make a video about, you know, if you're interested in getting Botox and filler, how do you go about doing that? What do you look for in a clinic? What are red flags that are telling you that something fishy is going on here? I kind of want to explain some of my experiences as well in the industry, things I've seen. I also have friends too that are in the industry that have told me stories that will absolutely blow your mind. And I don't know, I just kind of want to make a whole video about that and educate you guys about the reality, because I was able to see a side, and I'm so thankful for it. I was able to see a side of the industry that, you know, when I hopefully go back into it, I'll be a little bit more wiser, and I'll know what to look for. But yeah, so anyways, now I am a pediatric home care nurse, and I really like my job. I really, really do like it. My company is great. They treat me really well. I have been working there now for about 5 months now, and oh, I really love it. I love being able to go and take care of my one tiny human for the night, and coming home and feeling like I actually did some good, you know what I mean? Whereas when I was working in the hospital setting, I would come home and I would just think about, like, man, I wish I could have, you know, done this for this patient or done that for that patient, but there was no time, and like, it was really hard mentally on me, because I couldn't do what I wanted to do, you know? I just kind of take this onto my lid just ever so gently, just because I have lash extensions. I don't like getting foundation on them, because I find when I am kind of messy with my foundation, that it gets on my lashes, like they just don't last as long, and that is money, my friend, that I'm just throwing out the door when I could be more careful, right? And then sometimes there's areas where I just feel like there might be like I could use a little more coverage. Okay, so now that my foundation is done, I move on to concealer. But first, coffee. So for my concealer, I kind of go back and forth between the Maybelline Age Rewind and the Maybelline Fit Me. I love these both. This one's a little more pinkier. It's in the shade 10 Fair, and then this one is in Light. I don't know what to use today. I'm kind of feeling the Age Rewind. So with pediatric home care, I take care of a whole range of different ages. Like when I first started, I had an 8-month-old. I have a 1-year-old, I have a 3.5-year-old, and then I have one who's technically not even pediatrics, but he's required nursing for ever since he was little. He's in his 20s now, and yeah, I really love my job. The only hard thing about it is that it's all straight night shifts. That's the only thing. And it is really hard on your body. When I went to have like a physical done the other week, I had blood work taken and they found that my vitamin D levels were extremely low. And that's basically because I sleep during the day. I stay up all night and then I sleep during the day. And now that it's winter, when I wake up, I usually wake up later in the afternoon, so it's kind of already starting to get dark, and especially that I live in Canada, in the winter, it's just getting dark super early. And usually when I come home, it's still also dark out, so yeah. Now I take vitamin D supplements because I don't get any sunlight. That's okay. That's a small price to pay for a job that you like. Some of the things that I deal with doing pediatric home care, I deal with tracheostomies, I deal with ventilators, I deal with G-tubes, central lines, that sort of stuff. Hopefully in the future, my plan is to do aesthetics on the side because I didn't spend, you know, my certificate cost me like $4,000 to get my Botox and filler certificate, and I just don't want to throw that at the door, especially because when I was actually injecting, like when I was doing trainings and stuff and injecting, I would love it. Like I absolutely loved it, and I feel like I would be really, really good at it. So yeah, that's my plan. Hopefully I can do that on the side of this job that I have now. But yeah, we'll see where life takes me. I don't know what I'm doing 100%, but I don't think any of us really do, right? But yeah, since I do straight nights, I kind of want to make a video on like a week in my life as a night shift worker. Let me know if you guys want to see that because it can be interesting sometimes. You know, I'll go to the gym at like 3 a.m. Like right now, what time is it? Right now it's 8:45, so I'll probably do my makeup and finish my coffee and I'll go to the gym. Yeah, there's some nights where I literally go to the gym at like 3 a.m. because I have to stay up. If I have a night off, I have to stay up so that my body doesn't get thrown out of whack and I can stay up for my next night shift, right? That makes sense. So I'm not a huge like gym person. Like I'm not super fit or anything. I just kind of go and do like quick workouts here and there just to like feel good about myself and do something because, you know, being a night shift worker, I'm taking care of their little ones overnight, which means that they're usually sleeping, and I have just them to look after. So I do have a lot of downtime in my job. Maybe I'll do a couple gym workouts and like maybe like what I do at the gym or whatever, but I don't want to make this like a fitness channel, you know. I kind of want to make it like a lifestyle channel and do videos about things that I'm enjoying at the moment, or maybe, you know what videos I have been loving myself lately, like what I watch all the time. I'm just gonna take my Maybelline Fit Me in shade 10 Fair, put some in the cap, and I'm just gonna sort of bake with it. But yeah, the videos that I've been loving are the speed, like clean with me videos, or like clean my house with me. But it's just basically videos of people cleaning their house. It just motivates me so much, and it's so therapeutic almost. So I might do a couple of those just because, I mean, I do enjoy cleaning, and maybe it can motivate some of you guys as well. And then I just take this elf, what is it, complexion brush. I've had this for years, and I just kind of buff it in a little bit. And then I take, this is a Morphe brush. I don't know what it's called. It came in like a Christmas kit last year, but it's a little fluffy brush. And I take some of that powder, and I will actually first, sometimes my concealer and foundation crease on my lid a little bit, and I just kind of blend that in with my finger first. Then I just take some of that powder and I just set my eyes. Because typically on a daily basis, I don't really use like a primer on my lids or anything like that before I put powder or eyeshadow on it, just because like I don't wear makeup a lot, and usually if I do, it's for a short period of time. Like I'm not wearing it for like 24 hours or something, and so I find that it's fine to just prime my eyes with concealer and powder first. But if I know I have like a super long day, I'll use a primer, like Urban Decay Primer Potion. That's kind of been my holy grail of primers. What else about me? Oh, I have a cat. Do you want to see my cat? 1 second. Ta-da! Her name is Marbles. You say hi? Oh, she's all sleepy. Did I wake you from your slumber? She's all warm because she was all curled up. Look how precious. Okay, so the next thing that I usually do is I bronze. And my favorite bronzer is the Butter Bronzer, but the shade that I usually wear is a lighter one. The only one that I have is this one, and this is the Deep Bronzer. I usually use this when I fake tan. I'm not fake tanned right now, but you can see I love it. I've hit pan. It's a little dark for me, but we're just gonna use a light hand. So I kind of contour slash bronze with this. Like on an everyday basis, I don't contour and bronze. I just use one product for both. So yeah, I basically do like that old school 3 technique, like on my forehead, cheeks, jaw, that sort of thing. I'll bring it down just a little bit. It looks really orange on camera, but I swear it's not. So yeah, I have a boyfriend. His name is Sean, and we've been together for 3.5 years now. I'm just gonna take that powder brush I used earlier and just kind of go over the bronzer with it, just because I feel like it's a little dark. But yeah, he's amazing. I could literally cry whenever I think about how amazing he is. He's away right now for work. He works on the railroad, so basically wherever the railroads need fixing in Canada, he'll go and be sent away to fix them. For his cycle is usually, so he'll be away 9 days and then he'll be home for 4 to 5 days. So he's away a lot, but it's okay. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take that butter bronzer on a little fluffy brush that I used to put powder on my eyes with earlier, and just kind of like go in the crease and a little bit on the lid. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so right now though, he's away in Montreal, but sometimes he can be sent to like way up north in the boonies where there's no cell reception, there's nothing, and they'll in that case, instead of like staying in a hotel like he is in Montreal right now, if he's out in the middle of nowhere, they literally have these trains that all the workers will sleep on because there's no hotels. and then they'll get up and then they'll go back to work on the part of the railroad that they're fixing. It's kind of interesting. Like, he always has some wicked stories when he comes back, especially when he gets sent way up north. He's like encountered bears before, and like, oh man, he's got some cool stories. Yeah, that kind of just adds a little bit of dimension to my face. And then I take a little shadow brush. This just came in the Naked, oh my gosh, the Naked 2 palette. I got this forever ago, and I take that bronzer again and I take it under my eyes, just because my lashes on top are so thick that I find that this helps even the look out a little bit, if that makes sense. So then what I do is I put some blush on. I'm gonna use this blush kit from, is it Anastasia Beverly Hills? Anastasia Beverly Hills? I don't know. But I literally mix all the colors together because I'm a very indecisive person. And this is just on a Lise Watier blush brush that I got literally 10 years ago. It might even be my mom's. I loved makeup so much as a kid that I remember being 6 years old and like going into my mom's bathroom before school and like taking her makeup and putting it on. To be a kid again, I swear. But yeah, I loved makeup so much when I was growing up, and even like in high school, you guys, I would wake up 2 hours before I had to leave for school so that I could do my makeup. I would literally do like a full beat makeup look before school, before high school. And I don't think I went a single day in high school without some sort of makeup on. The next thing I'm gonna take is this Jouer highlighter powder in Citron? I don't really fucking know, but this has been beaten up. Oh my gosh, yeah. This is just a tapered highlighter brush from Sigma. Highlighter makes me so happy. This is literally like my favorite step. Kind of went a little heavy again, so I'm gonna take that brush and just kind of go over those areas again. Yeah, that's better, I think. I think I'll move on to brows. So for brows, I take this CoverGirl Soft Blonde Ultrafine Brow Pencil, and well, first I usually brush through them. So yeah, that's basically how I do my brows. Sometimes I'll carve it out, like if I'm super messy with it, but this is an everyday makeup routine. I don't carve it every single day. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So for lashes, I'll put mascara on my bottom lashes. So this is the Maybelline Lash Sensational, and like even before I had lash extensions, this was my favorite mascara ever. Like, I've probably been through about 8 tubes of these. This just goes on my bottom lashes. And then for my lash extensions, I just take a little spoolie and brush through my lashes just to try and get any product out. I might do a video on lash extensions because I've literally been getting lash extensions for over 2 years now, so I can tell you a little something about them. So, quick story time. So, I bought my mom like a lash extension gift certificate for her to go get her lashes done, because she always like made comments like, oh, I wish I could get my lashes done. It'd be so easy for work in the morning. And so I bought her a gift certificate, and she went and got them done. And this was like in the summertime, and like a week after she got them put on, she went and got them taken off. I was like, Mom, like, why? So my mom rides motorcycles. She rides a Harley Davidson, and I guess whenever she would ride her bike, the lashes were so thick and long that her lashes would literally be smacking her in the eyeballs, and they would get all twisted, I guess. So she had to get them taken off. So if you ride a motorcycle, don't get lash extensions. Then what I usually do is I take, this is the NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel, and I'll just put it through my brows. Honestly, this isn't the greatest stuff, but I have it, so I'm gonna use it. Okay, I'm back. I had to let my camera cool down because the internal temperature was too high. So the next thing that I need to do is put some highlight on my eyes now. So I just take some of that Jouer highlighter. I'm gonna take that on a little Morphe pencil brush and put that on the inner corner and under my brow. All right, now let's move on to the lips. So for that, it changes every day, but I think today I'm just gonna go with this for now because it's quick and easy. This is the L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick in 800 Ferris Nude. Love this color. It's like a Your Lips But Better kind of color. And then I'll go over it with some sort of gloss. Today I will use the Rimmel London Oh My Gloss in Nonstop Glamour. So this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you return for more. Let me know if there are any videos that you would like to see on my channel. And yeah, there you go. There we have it. That's it. That's all, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this. And I will see you soon. Bye.